All right. Black Power is the General Sarah Seti, and I'm black at y'all ass again with this real fucking talk. Y'all know what it is. KingSeti.com online marketplace. Got all them fly African products for the kings and queens out there. You need to get on over there and check me out. Official General Sarah Seti DVDs, the classic joints that you can't get nowhere else. Got t-shirts, got hoodies. You understand? When we even got aprons. The nigga want to cook with the general. You feel me? Got shirts for the queens, cut for the queens. You ain't got to wear a man's shirt. You understand what I'm saying? You got all type of African jewelry, Kemetic jewelry, building the catalog every day. I can't wait until, when the winter season come in. I most definitely got some shit for the winter season, for the family way up north. You feel me? So KingSeti.com online marketplace. Check me out. Patreon, General Sarah Seti. Patreon, General Sarah Seti. Already been dropping heavy mental. You understand what I'm saying? On the Patreon, just dropped 2, 3 the last week. Got 3 more popping up. You understand? Exclusive for the family. You should be down with the General's Patreon because when Seti live, goddamn it, is lit. You can believe that. You know what I'm saying? It's a step up for the shit that I don't want to drop on YouTube, because they hating on the nigga so hard. But shit, you understand when you ride for your people like I do, you know they gonna hate. You feel me? And when it gets so goddamn hot that we can't have it on YouTube, when we can't have it on Patreon, family, we take it over to GeneralSeti.com, Seti University. Got over 500 videos, and it's growing every day. You see what I'm saying? I got so much shit to upload, goddamn computers and hard drives is breaking down on my ass. You see what I'm saying? Destined to be at 1,000 videos long before the end of the year. So this is classic information that you can't get no goddamn where else. So when it gets so goddamn hot, goddamn computers start catching on fire. You got to go over to GeneralSeti.com, Seti University, and get that fire. All right, family. Today, we got to put this work in. You understand what I'm saying? I see y'all still out there fumbling and tumbling. You understand what I'm saying? We got the bees trying to come in on the cities and shit. And, it is what it is because niggas done sat on their hands for so fucking long, They done sat on their hands for so fucking long to, they in the predicament that they in. So, ain't nothing we can say about that. Motherfuckers want to sing you a lullaby. This, that, and the third. Black people gonna have to wake the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? To the reality. You know what I'm saying? And I've been shunned for many years now. Loved by some, shunned by others. And the reason why I'm shunned, because I give it to you raw. You understand what I'm saying? I don't put no sugar on this shit. I drop that shit right there raw. You understand? I don't put no cut on nothing. Drop it on there raw and let you deal with it. Many of you niggas in la la land, so you need a cut. You see what I'm saying? You need a cut on your shit. You know what I'm saying? When you want to go into la la land, you try to pretend and fake like what Marcus Garvey, Khalid, you understand? Dr. Ben, Dr. Clark, the thing that they said wasn't true. Many of you niggas don't even know who them giants is. And that's right there is one of your problems. You understand what I'm saying? We out here listening to these new schools. And you understand what I'm saying? And they acting like it's a game, and it's not a game because motherfucker, when it comes down to the get down, and these motherfuckers is running up in here on you in your community. You understand what I'm saying? You ain't got no motherfucking answer because you didn't deny the answer. You didn't deny the answer. You see what I'm saying? And so the most obvious answer has been the most shunned answer. You see what I'm saying? Because that means you're going to have to get up off of your ass and deal with it. Okay? And you can't be out there pretending. You understand? Because it's always for every cause, it's an effect. So they didn't let these beasts come out here and run rampant and rambunctious and and do all this dumb shit in the cities, giving these motherfuckers permission, and then some of the shit that niggas is doing. You understand? These old stunt niggas, out here doing all this dumb shit in the community, shooting every goddamn where. You know what I'm saying? And niggas ain't riled up on them. You know what I'm saying? I seen a video where, it was a militia, I think, down there in Kentucky. You understand what I'm saying? They had their heat and shit, and they walking through the community, and, I don't knock no motherfucker for whatever they believe is right. But goddamn it, many times we need to, walk through the motherfucking community on these fuck niggas that's opening up the door for these motherfuckers to come down in here on us like that. Okay? We got to do it. We got to be fair. You understand? We got to be balanced in this approach. Not to say that it ain't time. You know what I'm saying? But even then, you don't play your hand to a motherfucker that got more than you. You understand? That don't mean you ain't gonna win, but you don't play your hand. You understand what I'm saying? You come out the smoke, you come up out the motherfucking earth on his ass. You know what I'm saying? Snatching motherfuckers in the earth and disappear. You understand what I'm saying? And that's wise. That's old science for the family. You see what I'm saying? So, that's that. Because I done already told you what it is. And I done told you the only answer to this. You understand what I'm saying? You done everything else 1,000 times and failed 1,000 times. That's why you still here crying and begging and pleading today. You understand what I'm saying? So if it had worked in previous, in previous attempts, you wouldn't be here crying and begging, would you? You wouldn't be here crying and begging. You understand what I'm saying? You would have been successful. So the only successful answer is the most shunned answer, because too many of you niggas, you understand what I'm saying, is addicted to being on the, on the titty of the beast. You understand? The vile poison, sucking on that vile poison. And that's why we dealing with the organic isms today. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with the organic isms today. You see what I'm saying? And, organic, as I was dealing with the serpentine language. You understand when I say that, motherfucker, I always go back, because it's just a foundational teaching that has been, that goes across the whole global African empire. You understand what I'm saying? And it's an eternal teaching. You understand? That don't go nowhere. You understand what I'm saying? When we talk about organic, when I dealt with the root of serpentine, one of the serpentine words was or, morph, as in morph, metamorphism, the O-R, or the O, and it's a couple of more spellings that I want to throw in there. Where the mother spell? You understand what I'm saying? To show you the serpent, and organic is one of those. Organic is one of those serpentine words that, and so and when we talk about serpentine, we talking about eternal. We're talking about, because when you talk about the, what is it called? Damn, what is that? Ouroboros, which is the serpent with its tail in his mouth, symbolic of the circle, which is 360 degrees, no beginning, no end, which is symbolic of infinity, eternity. You see what I'm saying? So when we say serpentine, that's just another word for eternal. You understand what I'm saying? Forever, and as the serpent moves from one skin to the next skin, that's moving from one stage of life into the next stage of life. Never dying, eternal, renewal. You see what I'm saying? And so this is why, we speak of the serpentine. So when you talk about some of these words, and I'm going to throw this in here. Let me throw this in. Let's get busy. Okay? Let's get busy. We're talking about Afi. This is one of the serpentine words that we got. And then it can be flipped backwards. I-P-H-O. And then you got, I, with an E, O-P-H-E, or. You know what I'm saying? You see that or in there. Let me come out of here right quick so you can see the whole word. You see what I'm saying? Or. You see what I'm saying? As in orbit. You see what I'm saying? Because you see what? The earth or the sun or everything is moving in that 360 degree, which is orbit or orb. You understand what the orb, the sun is an orb, the earth is an orb. And so when we talk about the dragon's egg, we talking about the sun. A lot of people don't want to understand that. You see what I'm saying? So when you talk about or, you're talking about, when you talk about organic. So the root of organic is also serpentine. Because when we deal with organic is related to or derived from living matter. You understand what I'm saying? So we're talking about eternal life. And that's where you get the unk. We're going to deal with that. Eternal life, derived or relating to or derived from living matter. See, you motherfuckers ain't messing. You dealing with the inorganic. You understand what I'm saying? You're dealing with an unnatural lifestyle, an unnatural philosophy, where you're gonna go against life. You're going to go against anything relating to or derived from living matter. And I'm going to show you that's the Western culture. That's the Western way of doing things. And so today, you understand, we trapped because we of the living matter. We of the living universe. And so we going against everything that we are. And you niggas still out there running with this beast. You running with the inorganic things that portray themselves. You understand what I'm saying? To be of the living, right? The inorganic things that portray themselves to be of the living. And I'm going to show you that psychologically, they already done played their hand. You see what I'm saying? So when we look at, you see the Osiris's and you see many of the, Ptahs and Kamsus and the Isises, Tahuti, you understand, also portrayed as green, because these are foundational colors in the spectrum of life. You also see black. You understand what I'm saying? And so, which is the melanin, but also in respects, the soil, the fertile soil of the earth, the fertilizer, the silk, the black silk that comes down from Ethiopia, down the flooding Nile into Egypt. And you see all this black silk just gathering, and so from the black silk is where the Africans planted, they seized the most fertile land on the planet. You understand what I'm saying? Egypt was the bread basket of the world. You understand what I'm fed the Roman Empire. Wasn't for Egypt, the motherfucker would have starved. You understand what I'm saying? So we see this is the organic culture of Africa that we done left. We inorganic now. You understand? Unorganic. Let me say unorganic. You understand what I'm saying? Motherfucker eating all this slop and shit and everything, and you depleted of all your vitamins and minerals and nutrients and shit. You understand what I'm saying? And when we look at the organic, now organic ain't necessarily got to be green. You understand what I'm saying? But in this sense, vegetation, because organic can also be red. You understand? We're talking about the fruits and vegetables and shit. You understand what I'm saying? We organic. You understand what I'm saying? We derived of living matter. We organic. Now, on the other hand, there is some unorganic things and creatures that walk the planet Earth today. And we're going to have to deal with that. You understand? The thing is, what's silly about niggas and black people is that we feel that we all got the same code of creation. There's nothing in the universe that has the same definition. And that's, and that's just being straight up. That's just if you sit back and just look at it, you will see You understand what I'm saying? But, some motherfucker want to deny just so they can be, next to the master. Be next to the oppressor. You understand? Be his favorite and get the pat on the head. You understand? Wag your tail and shit and wait for the next Scooby snack. You understand what I'm saying? That's what that's what some of us do. I ain't gonna say, well, that's what we do. That's what some of us do. You understand what I'm saying? Damn sure ain't me. You understand what I'm saying? At all. My track record speaks for itself. I got motherfucking beasts in my man, you was this, that, and cussing me out. Cause I still stand strong for the people. You see what I'm saying? So we talk about organic, relating to or derived from living matter, food or farming methods. Hear me out. Produce or involving production without the use of chemicals, fertilizers, pesticides, or other artificial agents. Pesticide, fertilizer. You understand what I'm saying? Chemical fertilizer. So you see all this shit out here that they putting in the ground and shit going all in the food, giving you cancer. You thinking you getting something healthy, nigga, you getting cancer. You understand what I'm saying? All type of sicknesses and shit coming from the chemicals that they putting on the damn food. You understand what I'm saying? Even Whole Foods lying to you, nigga. Talking about Whole Foods. And they in there got someone and talking about organic and shit. And you don't believe the lies. If that shit don't come from your ground, which is gonna cause, that's a part of us being organic. I talked to my son and he say he done took whole lots and shit and got, gardens and everything you could think of. That's organic living. You understand what I'm saying? That's organic. And then you got to be spiritually organic. And that's, applying the natural codes of the universe to all things in the universe, calling it like it is. If you're lying to yourself, trying, to create a code of kindness for something that, has been unmerciful to our people, and you're pulling the blinders over the eyes of the people, lying again, you living an unorganic life. You telling these unorganic lies to the people to confuse them and keep them in the condition of ignorance that they've been in for far too goddamn long. We got to wake up. You understand what I'm saying? And so it says relating to bodily or to a bodily organ or organs. Now you got two words for it. You got organ, you got the organs in your body, but then you got the organ as in a musical instrument. That go back to Orpheus. And you understand what I'm saying? That's also serpentine. Because you know what I'm saying? The serpent is also, dances to the musical instruments. You understand what I'm saying? Got a rhythm. Got the rhythm. So you see also in there that, it's about harmony. You understand what I'm saying? It's about harmony, and it's about balance, and it's about the drum, and it's about, that right tone and frequency. You feel what I'm saying? That's organic. We the masters of that. You understand what I'm saying? I'm dealing with the mysteries of Orpheus exposed because they know that's us. You understand what I'm saying? They didn't use that to the disadvantage. When you go in there and you understand Orpheus, and you understand that's a Greek, just like Hermetic shit. You know what I'm saying? Where they done taken these Greek names and they've applied it to great sciences to confuse us and lure us away from the true code of creation that would allow us to benefit and prosper using this information. We've been lied to for far too long. That's why you got all these Pied Piper motherfuckers out here using the science, but leading the children to the cliff. You see what I'm saying? So when we're dealing with organic, we also dealing with music, and we're dealing with harmony. You understand? We're dealing with vibrations and frequencies of the universe. You see what I'm saying? So come on down here. Let me come on down. And so we also, we're going to be dealing with chlorophyll. You understand what I'm saying? Which is plant melody. You understand what I'm saying? Showing we closer to the damn vegetation on the planet. You understand? We closer to the vegetation on the planet because as we breathe, the plants, they breathe in carbon dioxide. That's what we breathe out. We breathe out carbon dioxide. They take it in. You understand what I'm saying? With sunlight from because we both need the sun. You understand what I'm saying? And so, the process in which taking in the sun and the carbon dioxide and water and minerals, again, which we need, that show you something. When you look at the plant, you need the water and the minerals. You understand what I'm saying? And then the carbon dioxide in which we breathe out, the plants breathe in. And from that, they breathe out the oxygen. You understand what I'm saying? And so we are more connected to the damn vegetation on the planet. Because, see, we come up out of the tropics. This is very key that I got to, you understand what I'm saying? Because motherfuckers is talking about and I keep beating on these niggas because the ignorance got to end. You understand what I'm saying? Motherfuckers talking about they are original to goddamn North America. Fool, wake your silly ass up. You understand what I'm saying? We are original to the tropics. Fool, we are original to the tropics. You understand what I'm saying? And so that's our connection. Then you got a people that are not original to the tropics. So where our makeup and our lungs and our brain, this was our incubator. You understand what I'm saying? So we developed in this area of the world. Then you got a people that develop in a cold climate. You understand what I'm saying? So they lungs develop under that rigid frost. You see what I'm saying? And so, the thing, this is our home court, when we talk about the tropics. And so there's an attack on that. Because they something about the tropics, is attacking, is toxic to the people that develop what? Under the ice, under the frigidness of the cold. You see what I'm saying? And I'm going to get to that just to show you that. You see what I'm saying? So here you see all over the world. You understand what I'm saying? Where this is the green, which is also symbolic of magic. You understand what I'm saying? Life. You understand is connected to water also. You understand? Just like we look at the plant needing the water. You understand what I'm saying? So we see that it's connected to water, which is connected to what? It's connected to creation and all. And so you see Buddha, you see Ptah, and we talking about the Naga Christ. We talking about the woolly haired Buddha. Okay, I don't want you to be confused. You understand what I'm saying? Some today they got on this chapter a little late, and so they got the little stringy hair, bald head Buddha, and I can break that one down too to show you who that is. Okay, so when you see here, you see the green Ptah, the green Osiris, the green Buddha, but yet it's still you come back and you see the black Osiris, the black Buddha. So here you're dealing with the soil. You're dealing with the organic matter that come up from the soil, because these are an agricultural people. And so when you're dealing with the green and you're dealing with the blackness, you're also dealing with agricultural deities. You see what I'm saying? Because everything is riding on a beautiful harvest, a plentiful harvest, and more than one. You understand? If you allow, and something happens and you don't get this harvest out of here, it could be the end of society. You understand? It could be great. Let me get my monitor up, because I might get to smoking on this goddamn live stream and they might get mad. Because I want to drop it now. Let me get my monitor up, family. Let me get my monitor up. Let me get my monitor. Get my monitor. Okay. There we go. What up, Patah? I see you in the house, God. I see you in the house, Patah. Hold it down. They crying out there, dog, because you swinging that sword. That's all I want to hear. Nick, come over here, either act right or get their ass up off of here. You doing a beautiful job, black man. Appreciate you always. So, okay, so again, we dealing with the soil, we dealing with the vegetation and green and all, and so when we talk about organic, it's not necessarily, but we using green. You understand? Because we got all type of vegetation. You understand? We got but at the root of it is goddamn the root, goddamn majority of times it's not. It's coming from the green. And so you see, green is also, a symbol of resurrection. You see what I'm saying? Of resurrection. Even when you're dealing with the Nordics and you're dealing with the Christmas tree, you're dealing with the wreath. You see the evergreens. You see evergreen, forever green. That's eternal life. You see what I'm saying? And so they prayed to the Christmas tree, the evergreen tree. You understand what I'm saying? Because out of all the things in the north, you understand what I'm saying, that died in the winter, which was damn near half of the year, you understand the evergreen tree remained that symbol of life. You understand what I'm saying? So here it is again, you see that green is a symbol of deity, creation, eternal life. You see renewal and resurrection. We're talking organic now. If you see right there, Ptah, Osiris, Buddha, renewal, spring. So you talking about when you talk about green, this is the color of spring and rebirth. You see what I'm saying? So as we deal with the seasons, when spring comes, life is abundance. You see the flowers is blossoming, the trees are starting to bud again. You see, you even hear the birds and shit get to talking out there. All life get to talking when spring come around. We see the Olmecs and jade, how they also took this symbolism, from the Nile Valley, and you see Ptah, but Pakal, but you see Pakal got it from the Olmec. When the jade was a symbol that symbolically connected to the Olmecs, they were the ones that deified that particular, precious stone. You understand what I'm saying? In South America, which was all, which was pretty much sacred all over the planet in dealing with African people. And so you see here, when we dealing with magic, you see many times you see here that this particular sarcophagus, the face of the African is in green because this is his renewal. This is his resurrection. He, just like the plant will blossom, will come up and spring up from the soil, his spirit is going to spring up from the sarcophagus in the new life, in a mentor. You understand? Which is the African heaven. And you see what we talking about when we talk about magic. You understand what I'm saying? But see, the thing is, magic and medicine is so closely connected. You see what I'm saying? When you're talking about in the ancient world, it's so closely connected. So the medicine men of the Congo, the Twa, you understand what I'm saying? And I'm dealing with, on General Setting's page, why the most ancient civilizations developed in the tropics. There's no lie about that. It's the truth. It developed in the tropics. Let me put my my monitor up here. Okay. Developed in the tropics. So what you're looking at the emerald tablets. Now, but it shows you the connection. It's the emerald tablets of Tahuti. We know it's an occult mystery that they, these Europeans put together. Ain't got nothing to do, but it just show you that they've taken the symbolism, the symbolisms of magic, which many of these motherfuckers is a mystery. A lot of what they call in magic was medicine. You see what I'm saying? Spookism to it. You understand? We was healing while they was dropping and shit, and so they looked at medicine to be magic many times. So that's the connection to magic and medicine. And you see, again, when you're dealing with magic and you see the green leaf clover, which is the twat. You understand what I'm saying? That's the twat coming up out of which they call the leprechaun. We got to get over that. And no goddamn leprechaun. That shit is God. That's something to hide the fact that it was the twat. You can go all over the world and they got ancient stories of the little Africans that, you know what I'm saying? But they use all type of, leprechaun here. And, even the little bald head Buddha is the twat. You know what I'm saying? And so they even got the stories in Japan. You see? So you see here the green ankh, and you see what? You see the spine of Osiris, which was also connected to Ptah. And you see the Waset scepter. The Waset scepter, which is the head of the god Set. You see what I'm saying? And so when you look at the spine of Osiris, Ptah, you understand that that's a energy core. You understand? You see, if you watch, I got it in the Star Trek where it go boom, 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 and it comes up in stages and comes back down in stages. So that's an energy core. And if you riding up the damn freeway and you look at the spine, it look much like how, when they got the electricity, you got the wiring, you got different stages where it's connected. If you're going down, I'm not talking about just the regular one that you see in your neighborhood. I'm talking about them big ones you see on the freeway where they tall and they got, maybe four or five levels of wiring connected to them. You see what I'm saying? And so they didn't took the organic system of energy and mental and transformation and transcending the universe, sending thought, you understand, from the satellite of the mind. You understand? The antenna of the mind. You understand? And they didn't took that and duplicated it and gave you an unorganic system where you motherfuckers out here, you got all type of radio waves in the air and all type of, this kind of wave, that kind of wave, and motherfuckers is getting all type of cancer and shit from the waves that's coming through the air. And so this is the process. I know a lot of people, you got to go and do some research. You got to do some research and you'll find out that is true. Uses of chlorophyll. Now, chlorophyll is a naturally occurring molecule that gives plant their green color. Now, this is the plant melanin. It come about the same way through sun, just like we get our melanin from the sun. You understand what I'm saying? And so from that, and so it's rich. You understand? It's rich with the elements of life. You see what I'm saying? One of the most interesting aspects of chlorophyll is how closely it resembles our red blood. You see what I'm saying? That's saying something. Cells known as hemoglobin, it resembles our red blood cells known as hemoglobin. The pigment that gives our blood is red color as well as oxygen carrying capacity. So that show you right there. You understand how much and so, again, we got to get back home. You understand what I'm saying? It just show you that we are disconnected from our homeland. We think it's just, it's just a land, just like this. No, you are naturally created from the environment of the homeland. And when you leave that, you understand what I'm saying? You leaving your home base. It's just like a damn fish out of water. You understand? They're using all these fake ideologies to continue to keep you in a prison dying. You understand? Many of this, and many of these diseases and the mental breakdown and stress and all this shit that's going on is the fact that we are out of our natural homeland, our natural environment. And no matter how much you try to, level the playing field, all land mass is the same. It's not. We got to quit lying to ourselves. Now it says the use of chlorophyll, blood cleanser, blood builder, oxygen booster. Your niggas is tired. You can't get up in the morning. You understand what I'm saying? You're lagging and you understand it's midday and you got no energy. You understand what I'm saying? Your immune system, what we talking about today, all you niggas quick to catch something and your ass go down, can't recover. You know, a lot of people want to try to, at the last minute, want to take 1,000 goddamn vitamins thinking, no, nigga, that shit got to be a part of you. You understand what I'm saying? You want to try to take the shit when you're on the deathbed. Man, can't nobody bring you back from the dead, nigga. You done been living 40, 50, 30 years of unorganic living. You see what I'm saying? And it says in immune system energy and well-being, colon cleansing, stimulate bowel movement, okay? Improves liver function, alkalizes the body, anti-inflammatory, fights infections, free radicals, intestinal flora, anemia, skin disorders, kidney stone. Okay, the best sources for chlorophyll, green leafy vegetables, romaine lettuce, broccoli, wheatgrass juice, spinach, spirilla, and chlorella. Okay, and so again, we looking at, but we in the Congo, we in Africa, and we in one of the largest rainforest areas on the planet, and then you got the natural, the freshwater lakes. You understand what I'm saying? We done left Eden to go live in hell. We done left Eden to go live in hell and come up with all these fake ass excuses. We got to leave these niggas behind. I'm telling you. You got to leave these niggas we are living an unorganic life and making excuses for it. And you're failing and you're failing. And that's another reason why you can't even get yourself together. Because your ass is so dysfunctional by being separated from your incubator for so goddamn long that niggas is functioning probably on 20%, capacity. Goddamn 20% capacity. Okay, let me move on down. Air. Okay, plants breathe in carbon dioxide and out and breathe out oxygen through the leaves. Okay, breathe out oxygen through the leaves. So when we talk about organic, we're talking about both vegetation and the serpentine. You understand what I'm saying? Because ore is a root in serpentine because it's talking about not just life, eternal life. Okay? Eternal life. Let me bring this all the way up. Okay. And so again, you see when you talk about the Buddhas, when you talk about the Osiris, and so this is another aspect of renewal and resurrection, the Naga, which is serpentine. This is organic. You see what I'm saying? This is the eternal blueprint on how to live your life. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of people don't understand. This is when you see the wings and you see that this is Isis. That's all that it is. When you see the female Naga, which they call the Nagini, that's Isis. That's all that it is. And she was the greatest of all the magicians. You understand? Who knew the formulas, how to put it together. You understand? And so, again, what they call in magic is medicine. Okay? Medicine. I don't want motherfuckers to sit up here and be motherfuckers knowing them formulas, just knowing them herbs. Over 10,000 plants in the Congo rainforest. Over 10,000, and damn near over 70% of all medicines in the world come from plants out the rainforest. You know what I'm saying? There it is. So why would you have to go take some pills and some all that shit when all you have to do is live you got to get back to eating. Eating is Africa. Okay? But I'm gonna tell you who got put out the goddamn out the garden. There was a reason. So this is organic. So you see all the color. When you talk about organic, you talking about some form of coloration. You understand all the colors in in that form of melanin, that whether it's is it red melanin, whether it's orange or it's green, you understand what I'm purple. You understand what I'm saying? Now you start getting that white shit, you know, that's any food that's white lacks sustenance. God damn it, in more time than not, it been bleached. It been bleached of its substance. You understand? And its nutrients. Okay, well, goddamn what it is, motherfucker. I know motherfuckers like potatoes, but that was for the European. And all that goddamn, you know, that slop and what they call, you know, all that, you know, and that's all right. You know what I'm saying? If you motherfucker like a potato, that's all right. But, you know, that's what them motherfuckers had to eat. They didn't have this. If they had this, they wouldn't give a fuck about a potato. Even the potato we got. You know, that goddamn yam and, you know, that's what we eat. You know, got plenty of nutrients in it. So again, and so when you talk about the red, black, and green, in this instance, the red is symbolic of the sun. The black is symbolic of the soil. The green is symbolic of the chlorophyll and the vegetation. That's life. That's us. The black is also symbolic of the people. You understand what I'm saying? The green is symbolic of the air. You understand what I'm saying? And the sun. So we need all of that. You understand? To survive on this planet. And so you see many rivers run green. So that's symbolic of eternal life. You get birth. You understand what I'm saying? This is we're talking about birth. You understand? Creation. You understand? And so this is where you're gonna get Mother Earth. You understand? When you're dealing with the green and the water, you're gonna get Mother Earth. Because we know water is symbolic of birth. Okay? And which is also, you know, the divine characteristics of the African God. And so you see here best, you know, this is the Congo, this is the rainforest. And you see that when I'm talking about the tropics, and I'll be getting on the tropics again, I'm supposed to be on there at 8:30, General Sarah Sunseti YouTube page, be in the goddamn house. You understand what I'm saying? Be in the house, don't you miss it, because these right here go back to back. You see what I'm saying? So you see the medicine men that we call the trop, that you see in all rainforest, in what we call the tropical zone, which they were the first, you know, orchestrators of civilization all through the tropical zone. You see what I'm saying? All the way into what we call the South Pacific. You understand what I'm saying? You're talking about Southeast Asia. You understand? We're talking about all the, you know, in Central East Africa. You know, all along what we today call South America. You understand? Brought it there first. Got the longest evidence or record of life on the planet. We got to talk. These is the medicine men. These are the magicians. And that's why you see that they are so closely connected to magic with the leprechaun. Because these were the first one that showed them you know, these Caucasoids, how to be you know, somewhat of a physician. They ain't no goddamn physician, because everything they do is unorganic. All right? Cutting and shit, and, you know, and yeah, we had to do, but when you know, to cut the body is unorganic. Sometimes I guess it got to happen. You understand what I'm saying? But when you do, there's a process. You understand that could take over. You understand? An unhealthy process. And so now we understand when we talk about the red, black, and green, we organic. We the organic peoples of the planet Earth. We are living map. But now you got one that they call the living dead. Now that might sound like a oxymoron. You see what I'm saying? The living dead. You understand? And you see that there's something within that, within the chlorophyll and the melanin, which they don't possess. If you ain't got the functioning centers, the natural organic functioning centers of the African, you are in a state of depletion. You understand? Incomplete. You're an incomplete being. And you don't have all the functions that's necessary to filter and process certain elements in the universe, such as UV rays and so on and so forth. And that go along with chlorophyll. Because if you ain't got it and you take that, because the chlorophyll is nothing but crystallized UV. You understand? It's become, the plant is then crystallized and liquefied in the plant. You see what I'm saying? So if the sun is toxic to you, those things that come from the sun gonna be toxic. That's just common sense. You see what I'm saying? You got to look at it. I know it's hard, and a lot of people just running from the fact, but I'm gonna make sense of it. You niggas trying to make sense of some crazy shit. That's why your ass is crazy, because you think I'm talking, but it's simplistic knowledge. And when you hear, so a man thinketh, so is he. See, I always look and say, well, why do he believe like that? Why do he use these particular colors for this? Why do we say, I judge a motherfucker by how they act, what they say. You know what I'm saying? Fuck with them, and it's a reason for that. Because so a man think of in his heart, so is he. That's gonna come through his mouth. He gonna do that. You just sit back and watch what they do. You understand what I'm saying? And a lot of time, they don't even know they're doing it because it's the code of the universe. You're gonna do it anyway. You understand what I'm saying? So you see here, the night of living dead, and you see the green. Now, what you see right here, to the left, you see chlorophyll. But now, watch me work now. Watch me work. Now, you see Superman. What's his kryptonite? Green. You see what I'm saying? It's a reason for that. You ain't just gonna come out your ass. It's always a reason for a motherfucker to think a particular way. You ain't just going something. It's something you heard. It's something that's happening to you. You seen happen to someone else. Every goddamn thought. Like they said, for every cause, there's an effect. For every motherfucking thought, there's a source for that thought to why you think. If a motherfucker miseducated you or whatever, you know the source of that. This is why I believe the beast told me. And I've been believing it ever since, but there's a reason for why you think that way. And why is black always, because you've always saw videos over and over and over and over and over of black people dumb and stupid and always broke down, ain't doing nothing. A buffoon, a coon, and smiling and beguiling in the face of the master. You understand? That's the reason why. So I sit back and watch people do their own thing. And so I seen right there, I say, damn, the goddamn kryptonite was toxic to him. It was green, even though they didn't evolve the story where they got more than one kryptonite. But see, that's the chlorophyll. You understand what I'm saying? They even got black kryptonite. You see what I'm saying? They got red kryptonite. And so we understand that the unorganic things, we call them GMOs. Genetic modified organisms. Now, we are, you know what I'm saying? You watch that. Now, what would need genetic modified? We talk about foods, and I'm going to deal with that, where they didn't went in the laboratory, fuck with the food and shit, and went inside of it and manipulated it and took genes and cells out the goddamn food and added shit. You got frankenfood. You understand what I'm saying? You got frankenfood. That's a genetically modified organism. You see what I'm saying? Now, what would need genetically modified organisms for sustenance, or we don't even use that word, for food, other than a genetically modified organism? You see what I'm saying? You think about that. What would need genetically modified organism for food other than a genetically modified organism? I'm just using common sense. Okay, now I'm gonna leave from that. Now we got this group, you got this organization, this company, Monsanto, okay, and they've been in there, they've been modifying everything on the planet. They didn't goddamn they didn't put copyrights and on certain seeds and shit. You understand what I'm saying? And if the shit just blowing the wind and getting your crop or whatever, and they can verify that copyrighted seed is in your harvest or whatever in your agriculture, that they own that. You see what I'm saying? And so they say right here, Monsanto has released its first directed to consumer product, a genetically modified sweet corn containing Bt toxin designed to protect the plant by rupturing the stomach of any insect that feeds on it. Okay? Dang. Monsanto claims the toxin will break down before the corn makes it to your dinner table. But rats fed the genetically modified corn show organ failure, and the toxin has been detected in the bodies of pregnant women. See, this is what we're dealing with. See, when your enemy feeds you, you out of here. You ain't no motherfucking doubt about it. You can't be talking about, and I say this to myself, I say it to everybody. When your enemy feeds you, you in bad shape. You worried about what the motherfucking nigga is all around the board. We so focused, yeah, they killing us, but they killing us all kind of way. You understand what I'm saying? They're killing us all kind of way. And we so dizzy and we so out of it. We don't even have the energy to think right. We don't even, you know what I'm saying? And so we see here that Monsanto corruption and the cancer causing dangers of GMO food. You see, Monsanto feeding the world's less educated. Did you know? Listen to this. Monsanto's best-selling product is a herbicide called Roundup. It kills every plant it touches except their Roundup Ready seeds, which are genetically engineered to resist it. So all the organic, if the weed is organic. If the motherfucker come up out the ground, it's still organic. It's from living matter. You might don't want to deal with it. And so you're going to have to figure your way. You're going to have to get out there, naturally come up with a way to kill it, or you're going to just get your ass out there on your knees and you're going to pull that shit. That's all you can do. So when farmers conveniently spray fields with their weed killer that does not affect their crops, we wonder, what does the residue of this potent chemical in crops do to us? You see? And so again, you see why they have to go in there. See, it's genetically modified for a reason. Because that life force, that chlorophyll that comes from the sun, just like the melanin, anything that comes from the sun is toxic. It's toxic to the unliving. To the unliving. I'm going to say it like that. You see? And so where you see Osiris, God of resurrection, you see what I'm saying? You see Superman, and he's supposed to be of the sun, but that's another lie. That's another lie. You got to give up on all these goddamn fairy tales once and for all, but it's showing you something. You got to read between the lines. Here it is, the Roundup. You see what I'm saying? They got to go in there and modify it and get the natural sustenance that gives life, and it's for us. It's for the organic living, that's on the planet. Organic things are fed to the organic. GMO shit is fed to the GMOs. That's just how that go. I ain't got I don't need no motherfucking PhD to understand simple motherfucking law. You niggas can fumble with it all you wanna. If a motherfucker could go out there and just pick an apple off a tree and just eat, why would he go through all the motherfucking shit to go inside of it and change it? Ain't nothing better than what was created from the universe. Nothing. You can try your goddamn best. You will not do better than the universe. You see what I'm saying? But we have all the elements within us to, where, we naturally live in an environment, but people that come from outside that organic environment is toxic to them because they don't have the system. You understand what I'm saying? The filter and processing system that we naturally have to filter and process this power of the sun. They don't have it. Unfiltered chlorophyll in creatures without a pineal gland. So you see, you understand what I'm saying? It drives them motherfuckers crazy. You understand what I'm saying? You know, trying to take, just like going, sitting your ass out there in that sun, it has an adverse effect. You understand what I want to talk to you now? You see, I had to watch him. I say, well, damn, why would he have, you know, why would he be green? Why would he be insane in the same green element, the green element of kryptonite, doing the same thing to old Superman? You understand? What's his name? Superman, Clark Kent. Oh, Clark. Can't even take it. Bowing down as we speak. You see what I'm saying? So you see that element, the jade, the emerald. You understand what I'm, the power of Osiris. You understand the Naga Christ, the woolly head Buddha. You understand what I'm saying? They can't take that. And so where you see again another element, 3 that I'm gonna show you where it's you see that toxic symbolism is always shown to be green. You see what I'm saying? Always shown to be green. And we got to deal with that fact that we are diametric opposites. We the 2 furthest extremes on the planet. We the 2 most unalike on the planet. So we cannot have the same code. Now I'm gonna go out because I want to get on over here. Because I'm supposed to be over here at 8:30. I'm supposed to be over here at 8:30. Supposed to be over here on General SETI page at 8:30. We also see when we dealing with the organic. You understand what I'm saying? You dealing with, let me, because we understand origin. You see, because you see the or right there in origin. You understand what I'm saying? Is also organic. In organic, you see origin. You see life, the creation of life, the beginning got to be with the life, got to be with the organic. That's the very beginning. When we talk about, wait a minute, you're talking about the oracle. You understand what I'm saying? When you're talking about the oracles of wisdom, they again getting back to wisdom and knowledge and what they call magic. Many times, magic is wisdom and medicine. You see, and science. You understand, which can also be called magic. You understand what I'm saying? And then, when you say origin, you got aura, your origin. You understand? Where is your aura? Where did your aura begin? You see what I'm saying? You got an unorganic aura. You understand what I'm saying? So we also dealing with that, you know, when we talk about, so it's a time to clean up. It's a time to go back home. You understand what I'm saying? To the motherland and renew your spirit. You understand what I'm saying? It's time to get up off of all that poison because it's fucking your brain up. You see what I'm saying? It's fucking your brain up. You know, you're depleted. You understand what I'm saying? Of life. You're depleted of life. And then, you know, when you got oxygen, and you know what? I didn't show this. Let me know. I'm not done. I'm not done because I got to also show this before I go. I got to show this before I go. To also show you that it is what it is. You understand what I'm saying? That it is what it is. And so you see here, we also deal with Monsanto, but let's go further. You see the deforestation of the planet. You see what I'm saying? You know, and this is the oxygen. That right there letting you know you're dealing with a genetic modified organism. Because when a motherfucker fuck with the oxygen of the planet, motherfucker got all type of smoke and, you understand what I'm, don't even give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Keep cutting. Keep motherfucking drilling and keep, you know, burning and shit. Motherfucking United States pulled out of the, you know, what they call, I think it was the Clean Air Act or whatever shit that you know, the world, and some of them motherfuckers say we didn't went too goddamn far. But then the rage, the insanity, because you're dealing with an uncontrollable rage and shit. You see? And where they just cutting and cutting and cutting. They done damn near cut Lord, they had to get on the motherfucker down in the Amazon. They down there cutting down every motherfucking thing. You understand what I'm saying? To the point, whole areas been decimated. You see what I'm saying? And so I'm letting you know, look at this. I'm letting you know. So we got to get back. We got to get back. We got to get our land back. We got to get our mind back. We got to get our spirit back. You see what I'm saying? We got to get back to an organic way of living, relating to or derived from living matter. We got to get back to life. Back to life. Back to reality. See what I'm saying? We got to get back to life. And we've been in which means we're going to have to separate. You see what I'm saying? We're going to have to separate from the unorganic. I'm sure, and people ask me, well, Seti, why you not motherfucker? I don't need to talk about that. Because this right here is the root of why your ass is in the predicament you in. Niggas can sit out there and do all that crap. It still don't answer these keys to life. This is the key to life. When you, again, I'm going to end on this and I'm going to get on over there to the General Seti pay. Get your ass on over there. KingSeti.com online marketplace. Get your ass on over there. Be amazed. Patreon, I'm dropping some hard shit tomorrow. Be in the house. I'm going to get busy. You understand what I'm saying? GeneralSeti.com, Seti University, a fucking treasure chest of wisdom that I put together. Nigga, it shocked me. I say, God damn, I did all this work and I'm still uploading, nigga. Go and get that wisdom. Okay? It's about life. It's about returning to the life of the kings and queens, the gods and goddesses that we are. You understand? When you understand, number one, that everything has a definition in creation. And when you understand those things, I done told y'all that. You can understand, when you understand everything and you understand its code of creation, you understand the definition that creation has bestowed upon everything. Everything got a code. Apple trees are grown from apple seeds. When you plant an apple seed, you get an apple tree. You don't get no goddamn orange. Okay? You don't get it, you know what I'm saying? Rhinoceros give birth to rhinoceroses and not crocodiles. You see what I'm saying? Because the DNA is a pre-coded definition that's given unto it by creation. When you understand all things as much as possible, when you understand the codes of creation and the definition of things, you will have a more positive outcome as far as dealing with possibilities, probabilities, and impossibilities. If you go in a cage with a lion, it's possible that you might make it out. It's possible, but more probable that you're not going to make it out. Okay, especially if that motherfucker hungry. See, you understand? And the impossibilities of something. You understand what I'm saying? If you think you can go feed a lion, or untamed, or even what they want to call a tame, ain't no, which I don't believe they ever to tame. But if you think you can feed an untamed lion, that's an improbability. You understand? You go out there with that motherfucking steak, that motherfucker gonna eat you and the steak. So when you understand these codes of creations, you're gonna understand the possibilities, the probabilities, and the impossibilities. And when you understand that, you got a blueprint. The majority of you niggas is confused. Because if you was not confused, you would have already played that Joker. And you have not played that Joker. Ain't even talked about playing the motherfucking Joker. And then you still stay in this sickness of a reality and cry and beg a motherfucker to do what he's not going to do. That's the improbability. That's the impossibility. So when I see the motherfuckers out there walking and shit and strutting and crying and pooting and scooting, see, I know you don't understand. You scared, nigga. And when you ready, you'll come to this basic knowledge. Because it ain't all that grandioso knowledge. It's the basic knowledge that can change your motherfucking life today. This is the General Seti saying, hey, arm yourself with knowledge, Bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Get on over there to the general's page. I'm about to get busy. Black Power.